The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing line. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The Steelers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
On the jump.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. Play action. Now Richardson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. That went into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Second down and 6 now.
A gain of 3 brings up second down.
They'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Richardson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Check mash, check mash. 18 Rattler. Go.
Now Richardson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Able to power through. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Richardson looking to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll give to Hall. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now it's Richardson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of a 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Come on. 19 Tiger. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Roll.
A give running right is Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Cougar 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Warrior 70.
Here's Richardson to throw. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Steelers...
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 4.
Hurts. Hard throw, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Here we go. Check. Viking 18. Cougar 19.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now Richardson back to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
They'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 48-yard line.
Hey, Silver.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Richardson looking to throw this. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
Hold the ready. 19 sight. 19. Come on. Ready.
Back to the air with Richardson. And check down, complete to Hall. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
I'll give to Hall running right. Give him 5 yards there, and we'll bring out second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down and 4. Here's Hall again. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Running left, it's Hall. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings! Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, 73, 73.
They'll look to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 28-yard line.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Back to throw. Well, run the screen with Hubbard. He's across midfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Trimmer.
They'll give up the middle, Hubbard. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
You got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Short pass caught by Henry. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Again, he'll drop the throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henry. And the Vikings are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose.